Singapore's continuous restructuring has called for a demand for low-skilled workers in certain industries like the construction, service, and manufacturing sectors, and highly skilled workers in sectors such as business and finance. Currently, there are roughly 820,000 low-skilled foreign workers and 160,000 foreign talent, making up 80% of Singapore's total population. However, too many foreign talents will depress wages of Singaporeans, and too many foreign workers will reduce incentive for firms to upgrade workers and raise productivity and put a strain on public resources. In order to calibrate the intake of migrant workers and reduce reliance on foreign workers, the government has introduced the Foreign Worker Levy, dependency ratio ceiling, and has tightened the eligibility criteria for application of work passes.
The Foreign Worker Levy is a price control mechanism to regulate the demand of foreign workers in Singapore. An employer who employs any foreign worker under a work permit is required to pay the monthly FWL and Skills Development Levy at the prevailing rate for its foreign workers. The DRC refers to the maximum permitted ratio of foreign workers to the total workforce that a company in a stipulated sector is allowed to hire. For example, the dependency ratio ceiling in the manufacturing sector is 60%. Hence, foreign workers can only make up to 60% of a manufacturing company's total workforce. Lastly, the government has also tightened the eligibility criteria for application of work passes by imposing new criteria such as higher education qualifications that foreign workers have to meet so that they can obtain work passes. Now, we will discuss the pros of imposing foreign worker policies. Foreign workers impose external costs on society, which include increased congestion, wage depression, and competition for infrastructure and goods. These costs are not borne by the foreign workers and their employers, but by society, resulting in market failure. Hence, the FWL forces the foreign workers and the employers to internalize the negative externalities they impose on society, thus reducing the external costs borne by society. For the purpose of illustrating the effects of the levy, EMB is not considered and is taken to be zero. The government sets a levy on employers corresponding to the EMC, that is, levy equals to EMC at QS for each foreign worker employed. This shifts the PMC upwards so that the new PMC, which equals PMC plus levy, coincides with the PMB at QS. The new market equilibrium quantity, where PMB equals PMC plus levy, now coincides with the socially efficient quantity QS, where SMB equals to SMC. The employers are now in effect paying for the external costs foreign workers impose on society, thus internalizing the externalities. Implementing these policies, cost of production is increased and labour supply will be decreased. Hence, employers will reduce the number of foreign workers and choose to employ more Singaporeans, thus reducing the rate of unemployment among Singaporeans, reducing competition for jobs between Singaporeans and foreigners, and increasing income of Singaporeans. However, there are also downsides to the foreign worker policies. The increase in cost of production may lead to macroeconomic problems, such as low economic growth and high inflation. Furthermore, some industries may experience a shortage of workers as locals shun jobs in these industries, which are deemed dirty and dangerous. Singapore's declining birth rates are also unable to make up for the lack of labour, so slowing the increase in foreign workers could hurt the country's potential growth and lower its competitiveness. Also, productivity may be compromised as Singaporeans who are re-entering the workforce as a result of the labour crunch that companies now face are the less productive ones who were previously not in the labour force. Moreover, foreign workers contribute to both material goods and a higher material standard of living of Singapore. Hence, tightening the influx of foreign workers may negatively affect Singapore's GDP. Since too many foreigners will impose negative externalities on Singapore, such as adding strain to our infrastructure, depressing wages, and increasing competition for jobs, tightening the influx of foreigners will greatly relieve the stress that these externalities impose on us. However, from a purely economical standpoint, it is best to have a large influx of foreigners. With Singapore's low fertility rate and aging population, it is essential that we get help from foreigners to help boost our economy to become world-class. However, while the tightening of influx of foreigners is not beneficial to our economic growth, there is still a need to control the number of foreign workers, as we ultimately have to rely on our own talents rather than foreign workers. Hence, when weighing both sides of the issue, our group has concluded that the pros of this policy outweighs the cons.